We got a base game update that added some West African inspired items to The Sims 4 the other day, and in this video I thought we could try to test out using them in a build. And I want to try to build using only the base game for this because I feel like that's the best way to really test out any new Sims content. So right now I only have the base game installed. That does mean our options are kind of limited in terms of places to build, but I think I'm gonna do it in Oasis Springs. My goal is to make something kind of cool and modern with this. I really like the idea of big glass walls, lots of stone accents. So I've got a couple of reference photos. This is the first one. I also like the look of this house with the different height platform roofs. This one's actually a YouTube video thumbnail, so it's got text on it, but I really like the stone and the different rocks and steps on this one. And then this one too also has some kind of fancy steps leading up to it and also some terrain manipulation on it. I'm just gonna do it on a 30 by 20 lot, so we don't have a ton of room for terrain manipulation, but we can definitely do a little bit of it. Oh, and I'm also not gonna have a budget. I'm just gonna cheat for some money right now. Now I'm kind of wondering if we could have like a fake garage, but also with just the base game, there's not a lot of options for that. So I feel like maybe it's kind of a silly idea. I'm also kind of curious to have, oh my God, that's way higher than I thought. Hold on. I was kind of thinking more like this much for terrain height increase. And that's actually kind of a lot too. Okay, so I had this vision of like a side staircase, and this actually has to be much bigger than I thought for it to get up to the right height. Do I need to make the walls tall? This is my problem. I haven't got a single clue what I'm doing. Maybe they should just be medium. Maybe we try and make the terrain be that medium height instead. I feel like I've always been bad at terrain tools in The Sims 4. I try, but it's never been my strong suit. Is that too high up? It's pushing it a little bit, but that's okay. I wonder if we could try to have the back of it be, oh my God, the inside looks horrible. Look at this, because of the platform. Oh, no, hold on. But I was just thinking, I wonder if we could have it be shaped kind of like this. Then we kind of get this like big L shape in the back a little bit. Okay, I tried to put this like long section right here, almost like as a stone accent on the top. We could probably have the stone continue under the roof a little bit like that too. Oh, this looks horrible. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm failing you all right now with my like weird attempts at trying to make a modern house because I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, possibly this part can like extend outward a little bit because then I can have the stone go all the way around here. And that looks kind of okay to me. We probably want to have a big staircase, right? Like maybe if the staircase was absolutely massive and it went all the way down this way. This way we can have like a nice little balcony. We've got a covered porch section too. This part could have like grass or like plants or some kind of landscaping in the middle of it. It's gonna be like a 1-bedroom house. Why did I make it so small? Okay, well this sim that I made, she wants to be a musician. So maybe she's like a really rich single musician and she lives in this fancy house and that's our storyline. We could possibly have a small second floor. Oh wait, I actually kind of am into that. I wonder what would happen if I made this like a double height balcony. It actually isn't as good as I thought. Maybe, well, it could be a balcony there too, but just maybe not with the walls on both heights. Okay, so the roof line could look something like that. Oh my God, all of the platforms are looking so weird. I think it probably needs to have some kind of small section. I guess I just feel like that helps to balance out all the different heights everywhere. I would say that's much better size-wise for this house. Oh wait, you need to go up more. I wonder if there could be another balcony just off to the side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm really liking the look of the balconies. I think they're super cool and I feel like it's nice to have a lot of outdoor space, but I am kind of second guessing whether or not this looks okay. This is why I never do modern houses. I just feel like I'm so bad at them. Okay, well let's start trying to get the rest of these walls painted. I think maybe this needs to be smaller. I'm a little bit worried about this part. I wonder if this could be flat. You know what though, honestly, I feel like it might look a little bit better flat. Or maybe this part could be extended like this direction. Oh, maybe that looks better. I also think I'm gonna get a glass roof, like a skylight in this part. Let me do that now before I forget. See, that's cool. I think that helps to break up that flat part too, which it needs. Okay, and then like those bits would be stone pillars. I don't have any terrain. That was like the whole thing too. We were gonna like edit the terrain on the lot. That's okay, sometimes your plans change. Oh, I so badly wish that we could make this look more like one big window. You know, sometimes I'll do it where I'll like raise these up just a little bit so it kind of looks like it's all one piece, but from the inside it's like ever so slightly clipping up too high. I'm not sure what's better, like for it to not clip inside or for it to look like one big thing. I feel like it's better for it to be one big thing. I think that's kind of cool. Oh my God, I literally hate all of the doors in the base game. This makes it so much more difficult than it needs to be. I think I'll do a wooden door. We're gonna have a lot of empty space, aren't we? Because like I'm not gonna use this. or this, or probably definitely not this either. No, I feel like that's too much. Does the new base game window, does this come in like a wood color? No. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You'd think that wouldn't be too much to ask. Like a comprehensive set of swatches across all the base game windows. Wouldn't that be cool and nice if we had that? I wonder how that might look. Putting that thing up there, that could be interesting, right? And then we'll do sliding doors. Of course, the new sliding door would not come in matching colors, so we'll have to use the old sliding door. Is that wooden? Okay, sometimes I do this, and I know not everybody likes this when I put the two of them together, but what I want in my heart is a big sliding door, and we have this one. It's just too big, and it doesn't have any colors that match. There's no brown. So that's why I end up doing it the way that I just did, because it like matches better that way. I don't really like how it looks with windows on either side. I guess maybe it would be better, I don't know. It just feels like, that's too far over. It just feels like there's so many lines. That's not bad though, from the back. I think that's okay. I'll probably use the same sliding door over here, but maybe with this one, I'll just do it like 3 panels. I'm definitely open to rearranging the windows upstairs once we have the floor plan in too. Like, I'm not super set on this. We can adjust this at any point to look nicer from the inside. I feel like maybe it's a little bit top heavy over here. I don't know, it doesn't feel that balanced, but I'm probably overthinking that. Let's not worry about that too much. Let's get a nice dark wood color inside the house everywhere. That's so pretty. Oh, this door doesn't match. I think we've got a darker color everywhere. Okay, that's better too. I'm gonna put windows all around this in the corner. I think that's gonna be so pretty from the front. I really like that actually. Okay, now let's try and figure out the floor plan. So we wanna get a staircase. I kinda like this one. Oh, ew. Kinda like this staircase because I like that it's open, but the colors aren't really speaking to me. It also has to be on the side. So maybe it would be better if we had a larger sliding door over here. This whole thing could be like basically one big glass wall. That could work. And then I can put the staircase over here. I'll make it bigger because that would be nice for us. And then I'm thinking that maybe we could have the primary bedroom here, a guest bedroom here, and then an ensuite bathroom. I'll use that nice dark brown door. We'll have to try and find somewhere to put a bathroom downstairs. Also, we need a new glass fence in the base game. I hate this one. I just want like one solid glass fence like this, but in the base game. You'd think it wouldn't be too much to ask, but still to this day, we do not have one. We do have some from the packs, and there are little tricks you can do to try and make it visually look like just one panel, but I found that when I've tried that lately, it usually like glitches back. Guys, I actually can't do this. It looks so bad. This is enough to make me want to reinstall Get Together just so I can have that one glass fence. Maybe we do it with half walls instead of glass, because I actually can't do that. It's so ugly. Oh, but if I do it with a half wall instead, I was gonna say maybe I do it with a half wall and then I paint the half wall with a glass wallpaper. Then you can see the underside of this, and I'm not sure if we want to be able to see the platform trim color. Well, let's just try it real quick. Let me put all these things around. It's kind of weirding me out that you can see it like all the way at the bottom, you know? Like, I don't think that's really good. In certain lights it's fine, and then in some it's like really bad if I move the camera down a little bit more. In the afternoon light, it's not so bad. And we can possibly get it so that there's like bushes all along this part so you can't see it as closely. Well, I mean, yeah, that covers like the whole base, at least over there. And maybe there could be an outdoor kitchen in this little area so we can have like cabinets up against it, because that hides it perfectly too. So we could get like an outdoor kitchen and a bar. I actually can't tell if I like that or not. I don't really like how there isn't a corner piece. Like, there isn't a thing that joins the two of them, but maybe it's interesting that there isn't a thing that joins the two of them and it looks cool on purpose. Let's try and figure out the rest of this downstairs floor plan quick. I'm all over the place today. I need to get it together and start focusing. I think I'm gonna put a bathroom like right in the middle of the house, kind of like this, because I feel like that's actually a good way to split everything up. And then we could probably have the kitchen go around this corner somehow that way. We do a dining table in this room, so you have like this beautiful light going into the dining room. And then I was kind of thinking we could have the living room oriented like this. We put the TV on this wall because there's plenty of space for it. And then since this Sim is a musician, we could get a grand piano. And that's sort of a nice flow to the house. What the? Oh my God, why is that so high up? What happened to that room? It could also be a slightly smaller bathroom, possibly. I don't know, I just like the idea of the TV being on its own wall, but there's probably still enough space for all that if we really wanted it. And then we have like more of a fancy entryway, I guess. Oh, and you know what? We could maybe even have an extra bathroom right here. Or at least we could make it into a closet. I probably won't use the whole thing because it's like so long, but we could probably use that too. Okay, let me make sure we have the lights in the corners because I really don't want the lights to be visible through the skylight. Yeah, there you go. I think I'm gonna furnish the house now. I kind of like this color. This is called Martian Soil, but to me, it looks kind of like a stucco texture. I'm gonna use that as a starting point. Can I size this rug up? Okay, at the very least, we can size it up in here. We'll use that for the living room. Oh my God, I love that color scheme. I wonder if we could put two of them together. Does it tile okay? You can sort of see the line in between the two of them. I guess it depends what pattern you pick too. Yeah, you can definitely see. Actually, wait, with this one, you can barely see it. If you know it's there, you can see it, but we're gonna put a table on top of this. And I actually feel like with the table there, you won't be able to tell. Let's try this one, because it's kind of got that like nice orange. Oh, but now I want a glass table. Me trying to hide something and then putting a glass table that you can see straight through. That's not gonna help with hiding it, is it? No, but you can't see the seam. You can't see the seam. That's totally fine like that. All right, that's a little bit samey with the color scheme. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. Let me see how we feel once we've got more of it together. Maybe the stove can go in this little corner because that helps with the counters looking weird. It's because this one has like a back to it and the other ones don't. I want to do a tile. Oh, I forgot about this. This is from a rewards event, unfortunately, so it's not like super accessible to people. Oh, we also have the stone if we wanted to use that. And this one is the awards event from Enchanted by Nature. I don't know if I want to use that or not. I'll have to think about it. I do kind of like the colors it adds. Okay, I kind of love this curtain too, so I think I might try that. What happens if I have two of them? That looks good to me. Or we just do one of them and we could possibly have like some kind of cool furniture piece or like, oh, maybe bookshelves. I wonder if we put like two of these kind of cool modern bookshelves, especially if we get some nice decor in them so they don't look so the same. I have this beautiful new plant. This is from the update, so we'll definitely use that probably multiple times around this house. I think I'll start with one right there. I think I'm gonna raise this plant up and put it on the top on this side. What kind of things can I put inside of it? Oh, I wonder if we could use this fountain somewhere. I'm gonna try and come back to that too. Okay, I wanna use this basket big somewhere as well, but I feel like maybe if we put the basket on the shelf, I like the idea of putting it in there because I kind of want to cover up a couple of the boxes. Maybe I'll use this one too. This is actually a base game one. Maybe I can put that over here. It has like a bear on the front, but then we can get some candles and put those on the very top. And maybe I'll do like a book or something too. Yeah, something like that. Okay, now it looks like two separate bookshelves, hopefully. Hopefully there's some more distinction between the two. I want to do a really big plant in this corner. Maybe this one. This one can be kind of hard to place because it's always clipping, but maybe we do that and we get a pot that it can sit in. Are there any more decorative pots? We have like this decorative pot in the base game. I wish it came in more of like a brown because this, I love the shape of the pot, but I don't think the colors really match what we're trying to do. I want like browns and reds and orange tones, and then this is like too bright. This one I feel like has a little bit too much pattern to it, but maybe we can try and make that work. I don't know, maybe that color is good. I like how it looks like a custom plant. That might sound silly, but I think it looks cool. Like it doesn't look like it's just a plain base game thing. I like that for the table. Are there better ceiling lights that we could use? I guess this one probably matches the best because of the brown. Don't know if I like it, but we can try it. Oh, let's get a nice big cabinet thing. Hold on. Is this the color that I want? Oh no. That's the same swatch, isn't it? Yeah, wow, you wouldn't be able to tell it's the same swatch. Maybe we try and just make it more of a brown color. Oh, it doesn't look very brown just in general, I would say. I have been struggling so much with this because I love the swatches that they added to these cabinets. Like, I think they look so cool, but I don't like the upper cabinet versions. I think it's because to me, this is like a stone texture, right? I personally wouldn't put that on an upper cabinet. It feels very heavy. And then also these upper cabinets, like the texture is so repetitive. It feels more noticeably repetitive than it is on these because with the little lines at the bottom, like you can just tell that it's repeating. And obviously like all the cabinets repeat, that's just how it works, but it's not super noticeable all the time. And on that one, I think it is noticeable. I'm gonna do the sink in the kitchen island, and I'll probably put the trash can on the island too, just like that. Okay, I'm not super set on this as a concept, but I'm thinking we could have like a coffee bar over here. Put the coffee maker and then like some cute things on the shelves above it. This also gives me more wall space right here if we wanted to put the new artwork on it. I do think the new artwork might be a little bit too wide to fit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It might be a little bit too wide. It might be better if we put it on this wall and have like kind of a cool dedicated space for it, but I don't know. Oh my God, I love that color. I think that helps bring in these colors a little bit more as well. I'm gonna use the new artwork probably multiple times. I think I would like to try to use every swatch of the new artwork too, but we'll see how that goes. That might be an ambitious task. How does this plant fit Oh, probably too big. Maybe we could put this plant right here, kind of right in the middle, and we could do a different picture on the wall. I do like this one, but this might be too light. Oh, forgot it only has one swatch. This might fit okay on this wall because it's more of like a square shape. It's got good colors to it. This item, the Trio of Flavor, this is new from the update too, so we can put that in the kitchen. Oh, I kind of forgot about this cake. Maybe it would be good if we could have like a cabinet. I guess we don't need to have a cabinet. Let's get a burglar alarm. We could probably put the fire alarm up there. There's actually a really amazing lamp, like a table lamp that I want to use a couple times, but I think we need a floor lamp here because I need something taller. And I wonder if I could use this rug a third time in a different swatch. I'm not sure if I'm overdoing it, but it looks like 3 different sized rugs, even though it's just the same rug. What, actually 1, 2, 3, 4 times? 4 times in this room? I wonder if I could put this thing on the table this time, but we just make sure we use it in a different color so it looks different enough. We can also size it down slightly when it's on the table. Ooh, okay, that looks really nice to me. That feels really fancy as well. I think we probably need a couple more things in the kitchen. I actually might put a microwave. Oh no, never mind. Maybe the coffee maker could be over here and the microwave could go in the nook because the coffee maker is a little bit smaller and it leaves more room to put decor around it. And I did love the coffee nook idea just like as a concept, but I think that maybe this is better. Microwave nook with some clutter around it. And then there's still 2 full counters they can cook on, so that should be good. I'm gonna make the lights more of a yellow tone everywhere. Oh, that's perfect. I'm also gonna use this column again right here on the corner of that. Okay, that's really good. Let's do the living room now. Maybe I'll put stone behind this staircase because I feel like that's actually really beautiful. I think I might try to make my own TV stand. Like I might use these and put them across the side here. And I'm gonna get an expensive TV. We wanna have like a fancy one, I think. And then for the couch, I hate all the base game couches. I feel like they're all gonna look bad. I feel like we're kind of on a roll with this and then we add the base game couches in and it just ruins everything. I like the colors on these, but I worry that they're just a little bit too small for what we're trying to do. Maybe we could use that as an accent somewhere. Like we could put a little couch over here as a little decorative bonus thing and we could have just an actual couch more like this one. I mean, that color isn't even bad, I would say. I don't like the coffee tables either. I feel like they're all really small. Those are different wood colors. Let's do a ceiling fan. I wish there was an in-between of these 2 sizes, you know what I mean? But that's okay. What kind of artwork? Oh, maybe that one's good. And we could also possibly scoot this over. Oh, I love this giant window here, but maybe it's better if we do it a little bit smaller because then there's a little bit more space around these things. I think we could possibly get a cute little shelf and put some decor on that. I wonder if we could size this painting, down. I was gonna say down. Because sometimes I like to do this where I put a painting on the wall, but I kind of make it look like it's resting on the shelf. Obviously it's not. It's like completely flat, but I think that can be helpful for adding in more color. I was gonna say maybe we could try and get some curtains, but I don't like them. I'm so sad because I love how this looks in the corner, but I'm really struggling with the living room layout because of it. It kind of bothers me how they're higher here and then shorter here, but they need to be because I can't raise the door up. So if I'm gonna have a door right here, it has to be like that. This cushion is the other thing from the update. I think this might like single-handedly save our couch, genuinely. Let me use the old base game one too. That comes in a nice color. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, I feel better about that. I'll get this thing. We'll use the new lamp too. I just tried to filter by base game to find it, which is really embarrassing because the whole thing is base game. There are no other packs. Clicking filter by base game is actually not gonna help me here. I think I'm gonna put a chess table in this corner. Now, would it be weird if we use the same plant in the same colorful vase again? I actually don't know. I still wish that we had a different vase. I'm not super obsessed with that one. I feel like it kind of is throwing off the colors because I want it to be colorful, but I'm thinking like these colors, red, yellow, and a deep green. It's like this aqua color that I think is throwing me. I do like it though. I just don't know if I like it for in here. How absurd is that to like stack the pots together? They also don't even come in a nice color. It would just be like that orange one. I think it looks better with the colorful vase. And you know what's so annoying? There are other vases, just like from other packs that we don't have installed right now. I'm gonna try and use this painting now in this swatch over here. Can I use the same aloe plant again? I really want to because I like it so much. I might also use the basket, but I'm wondering about putting like the basket and the aloe plant together in this corner, kind of like this. I've also kind of closed off this stairway a little bit more now. I did that because I was picturing putting a desk in here because then we kind of have like a private office space. It's not really private. The desk is like right in the living room, but it's more private. it. And then it feels like a separate room, kind of. Are there any other swatches we haven't? I didn't use this swatch yet of the painting. Oh my God, I love this painting. It's so amazing how many colors it comes in. I've basically used one painting in this house, but it looks like I've got 5. That's so good. I'm gonna use this patterned lamp right there. And I think I'll use a little desk chair, kind of like that. We can also put a bookshelf. Maybe I'll use this one, this like kind of industrial looking one, because that's similar to those. So it's like a callback to what we had before. I like that with the bamboo shade too. I don't even think it needs anything else in there. I'm wanting to put some wall lights, but I'm struggling with which ones. Maybe that's fine. We just get them with like, then we can put this like nice, I'll get them in a nice darker swatch. I think that makes the wall look cooler. Do I want to put like a texture on? No, I don't think so. Sorry. Good idea in theory, maybe not so good in practice. Should this have been up against the wall? Yeah, it probably looks better with this up against the wall. I always struggle with this size of living room. It's just like a slightly awkward scale to me. I feel like it's like a little bit too far away from the TV now. I guess you could extend it, but no, that ruins everything. No, never mind, sorry. Don't do that. If I use this woven basket here, is it too much because I have the same basket right there, or does it look okay? I kind of want to. I actually think it would be okay if we use these 2 little chairs. Maybe we could put 2 different cushions on each of them. Where did you go? I almost lost the cushion just then. But we could do this, bring some more color and some pattern in there. Plus it gives you some additional seating. I might try it with the orange. Now let's try and put some decor on top of this little open shelf. Just kind of like that, maybe. We also need to get some kind of decor on the coffee table. And then I really wanted to have music. I think we need to have a radio of some sort somewhere. The annoying thing is it doesn't really slot anywhere though. I wonder if it could fit just here. It actually does work on that table. I'm not sure if it's gonna work properly if I've raised it up like that, but I'm kind of trying to be like a little bit cautious with the amount of clutter that I'm putting because I want it to look very neat. I don't really want it to look like super busy with decor. I guess neat's the wrong word because you can have a cluttered house that is neat, but I guess I'm just trying to be intentional with the clutter that I place. Maybe that's a better way of describing it. Oh, I love that orange tile. Let's use that in the bathroom. I forgot we're on a platform, so like nothing's really gonna match it that well. Oh no. We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fine. Let's see how this looks with the lights around it. Maybe that sink because it has like the dark color and the gold. We could possibly use this shower. Oh, well, actually maybe that's fine. I don't know. It's not gold. Oh, but that could work. That kind of matches. I'm using the painting again inside the bathroom and I'm gonna try and use the green as an accent. I feel like I'm always struggling with the towels in this game. There's no orange towel. You'd think there would be, but there isn't. So I always find myself wanting to use one, but then there isn't one, so I can't. Oh, let's see if this shelf ends up fitting okay. I've got a little plant. I've got some bathroom stuff. There's just some candles. Okay, that's not too bad. Do we dare to use the same rug again? Maybe if we got it in like a light color, it could be like that color. Oh, or maybe this thing should be on this wall and I get a smaller one. I think I'm in my overthinking era again. I like how this one has a gallery wall. I'm not sure about the color of the frame though. Never mind. Oh, how about just yellow flowers? Okay, I know I said closet earlier for this, but you don't really need a closet. That's the thing, like in the base game, there isn't really anything to even go in a closet. I guess unless I put like some shelving and some storage or something. But if you were gonna play in this house, it's likely that you might have seasons or something and wanna have the decor box. Like there is use for a closet if you've got other packs, just not so much if you don't. Cause like, what are you gonna do? Put crates? Who has crates just like in their house? It's not very realistic. My other plan was to make it into another bathroom. My only worry with that is that you also don't need another bathroom. It's only a 2-bedroom house, so to have 3 bathrooms in it, it feels a little bit excessive. Oh, let's use this picture. I haven't used that one yet. Okay, maybe I will do that then. Another bathroom. Upstairs in this little hallway. Do you think I should try and do the thing with the glass wall? I mean, it does look good. I guess I'm just kind of scared that it's a bit much. Can I use this orange sofa again and put it like directly in between the two? We get a pretty lamp on top of it. Okay, I don't know if that looks bad, but I think it's kind of cute, so I'm gonna try it. I'm also gonna put a plant in the corner, probably just one of the original base game ones, and that upstairs hallway might be done. I'm scared of putting too much because you need to be able to walk around it still. I'm gonna have a hard time with the beds, I think. I don't really like any of them. The base game really sucks for this kind of thing because I don't want it to be like plain black. That's so boring. We haven't used this color rug yet. Maybe we could try and make it work with this then. I would say that tile's okay. And the plain black maybe is fine. because it brings some extra color to it. And if we just try and make the rest of the furniture look a little bit less modern and like no more plain black, that is cutting it a little bit close with the doorway. That's probably not so good. This one's good because it has that like nice yellow color. Let's try that. I always use this plant and yet somehow I've barely used it today. So I'll probably put that one in here. I think this sim could use a nice bookshelf in her bedroom. I feel like I need curtains now. Oh, wait a minute. Do you think the black looks good? I wonder if we could do that. And then sometimes with base game builds, I'll use this shelf and I'll just raise it up like it's a fake curtain rod because we don't have any decorative curtain rods in the base game. But maybe leaning into the color black there a bit more is good. We can get a little horizontal mirror right there. I still want to have a dresser. I don't really like any of them. Oh, this one has yellow. Oh, you know what? That actually is like good for the color scheme. And then I could possibly use this little chair and put the new cushion on it. I put a basket and the pretty aloe plant there. This mirror is like the only thing that I'm kind of undecided on. Maybe if we just have this whole wall be stone in the back, I don't need to have a mirror there because I can just have the cute detail. Maybe one open book. Maybe because this sim is a musician, maybe she's got like a journal in case she thinks of lyrics or like has some kind of idea at night. She keeps a journal in her bedroom for that. Again, kind of overthinking this, but that's fine. Let me throw together this bathroom real quick. I feel like we need to have a tub. I think that's a necessity for inside of this house. So this is what I've got for the bathroom right now. And then the last interior room is just this extra bedroom. I think I want to decorate it like a guest room. I don't think I'm gonna have it be a kid's room, although I think I'm gonna struggle with the color scheme, aren't I? Because that's like gray. That's so boring. I don't think I've used this color yet. Maybe this will be fine. Unfortunately for us, the guest room is the one that has the balcony. I probably didn't like organize this floor plan the most perfect way. I've got a dresser, I got a mirror. We have an extra desk inside of this room. I'll probably get an extra plant. I'll probably do the same thing with the curtains because there's a fair bit of black in this room too. Let's put an extra computer. Who cares? We're not trying to save money, right? We can spend whatever we want. Maybe an extra ceiling fan for them too. Okay, that's the interior done. Let's start working on the outside finally because we have a lot to do out there. I think mainly what needs to happen out here is at least a little bit of that glass wall again, which is a shame because I know we're not like super sure about the glass wall, but I think there needs to be something right there in the front. I'll get a better trim color on all the half walls elsewhere. Also, I just said I know we're not so sure about the half wall. You haven't said anything. Only I've said something. For all I know, this could all just be in my head. That's the trouble with doing a video like this. Like, I don't have any live feedback. So if I'm feeling unsure about something, it's all on me. Only I can help myself. Okay, this is kind of annoying, but I want to try and fix the trim so it only goes there. And I can do that by building some walls to like break it up to be separate rooms. I need to do the same thing over here. Basically, you just put a wall in this little part where I don't want the trim. It does reset my wallpaper for some reason. Then I can place it just there. Okay, so it looks like that now, which I think is better from the outside. I might use that trim everywhere on the roof. No, maybe not everywhere. Maybe just on some parts, because I think I might have the flat part, the like only one high part. I might let that just be a wood color. Kind of like this. Oh, that's not so bad. Let's try and get the rest of our trim then. So I guess that goes on everything except this part right here, and this part will have a half wall, and like whatever wallpaper I use on the building, I'll put it up there too. I have gone to great lengths to avoid putting wallpaper. I've done like everything but wallpaper. Okay, I put my little stone stuff on there. I've got my steps going down. I'll probably put some more stone on this part. Still no wallpaper. Still avoiding it. The lighting's kind of bad most times of day, but this part's all right. Some of my reference photos, I'm looking at them again. Some of them have wood, some of them are like all stone. A lot of them have stucco on them. So we could use some of that same stucco color that we had inside on some parts of the outside. If I'm being honest, I think the main reason I'm like really stalling is because there just doesn't exist a wallpaper that really matches what I want. I wish we had some more wood paneling options in the base game that were kind of modern, because I would like to have a little bit of that, but I think the one that we were using, I feel like that's a little bit too busy. And this just looks like siding. I don't really want that. This one is vertical and also the wrong color, so that's out. I've been known to use this one quite a bit with this kind of thing, but I also just feel like that's maybe a little bit plain. I don't know, it might be the best option for this situation though. It looks all right. It's very brown. There's a lot of brown everywhere, but it looks all right. Let's see about putting some more landscaping down, because I think once it has some trees and stuff, just some more color to break all of it up, that's gonna make a big difference too. Okay, hear me out. I know this is like so weird. It's also weird because it's right in front of the house, but I kind of like that it's right in front of the house. I feel like that's kind of a cool focal point. Can I even use this, or is it too close? Oh Oh, I think I can. Okay. Unfortunately for me, with how I've done this, I can't really size debug bushes down because then they start jumping up to the wrong height. So I have to be a little bit careful with how I do it. This one is okay right here. I can size them down in the back because those aren't gonna touch any buildings. Okay, I painted the pool kind of like a nice dark blue color. I'm gonna get a simple gray trim on it. Not really sure how big to make the pool. Kind of struggling with that still. I also still kind of want to have that outdoor kitchen that we had talked about. If we do that, I would love to have a bar. Only problem is color's always bad. So that's kind of annoying. I think I might try it like this. I don't know. How far? Oh, you can't really scoot that because it'll jump, huh? Well, it can be scooted a little bit. Okay, as long as we get these the same color. Jump scare. Oh no. Oh my God, it's like breaking my heart. I literally hate that so much. Oh my God. They give me this beautiful counter update and then they don't give me a bar that matches. What about this one? If we do this in like a dark enough color. No, it's so industrial. I don't want it to be industrial. I hate to say it, but I'm afraid our wonderful sim is not going to have a bar. I would love for her to have a bar, but I don't think it's gonna happen for her this time. What if the stairs were wooden instead? Oh, that looks like genuinely so much better. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it needs that kind of like extra contrasting color, I think. I wonder if there's a different stone that we could use outside then too. We could probably do something like, well, I liked it in the back. I don't think I liked it in the front. I actually kind of like how that looks back here though. Oh, what kind of outdoor dining do we use? I don't like really any of the chairs. I tried these ones a second ago. I didn't like them in any color. I don't really want to use these again because I've got them like right next to this room. So the house is pretty modern and these chairs are like not modern at all, but color wise, they're probably better. Oh, I'm gonna get this fire thing. That'll be helpful for us to have. I think that's gonna come in handy. I really just wish that we had a dining chair that more closely matched these because we have a lounge chair that matches them. But this chair is not a dining chair. You can't put it at the table. And that just feels like really silly to me. I also want to have a card table. These always look bad too. None of those will probably match. Here's a little orange tree. That could be a fun thing on the porch. Okay, this is like really wacky, but hear me out for a second. What if we used a glass fence in the back? That could be kind of nice. Not sure how to stop it at the end because this looks a little bit strange, but that's okay. We could, I guess, stop it like that. And then I was picturing that I'd probably just have to get some like regular old fence gates in there. Oh, whatever fence gate we use kind of dictates the height that we want this to become. Unless there's any sort of debug like trim piece or like little end piece thing that we want to try to put on. There are some little things like this. It's totally the wrong color. Like it's not the right wood color, but it does kind of look better from afar just to have something in the corners, doesn't it? Okay, I'm putting like this pretty palm tree back there. I think I'll put the trash can off to the side. I'm gonna get some nice outdoor lights on the staircase. Don't know if I'm gonna like those on the front, but we'll see. I'm now wondering, I think I might have this part not be covered anymore because I kind of want to put a telescope up there. And I feel like if it's not covered, I can do a little bit better of a job with decorating. It looked cool covered, but I think probably now that we've done more, it's better for it to not be. And then the last thing I want to do is get some sort of color on the roof. I don't really know what I want though. I think some parts of it could possibly be made out of wood. Uh-oh, this is actually worse than I thought. Yeah, you probably don't want the whole thing to be wood, do you? I think that like this short part could be wood. I think probably this front bit could be wood. And then maybe even like this wider section. And then I want to have some other colors. I don't think I like the black, so that's probably out. But maybe like the brown gravel could be okay. I don't know. I feel like that's actually all right for now. I need to get a few more bits of landscaping, I think. I have to be careful with where I place this one because I can't put it outside of the lot. But yeah, I'm thinking like some rocks along there. And then maybe a few of these little aloe plants. We could get one in the very front by the staircase. Okay, I think the house is done. So here's kind of a top-down overview of it. It's definitely on the pricey side, considering the fact that it's a little bit small, but it's luxurious. And I think that's what I was going for. I also have realized that I really like this update. They've added some really nice stuff in it. The rug and the painting especially like really carried this build because it just looks so good. Everywhere you put it, it looks perfect. I'm a really big fan of them, but I'm gonna stick this on the gallery in case you want to download it. I called it Luxury Modern Oasis. And like I said, it is base game, so if you have The Sims 4, you can download this if you wanted to play in it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video though, and hopefully I did an okay job. I always feel like I'm not that good at modern houses, but I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I'm gonna have to get rid of this ghost pillow behind me soon and put up my Christmas tree. I put up my Christmas tree downstairs already over the weekend, but I'm always hesitant to put it up in my office too early because I feel like people judge me. But it just looks so good in the background to have the lights, so I don't know, maybe I'll put it up soon.